Hey, welcome to my stream. Welcome to Squawking 1200. Today we're going to do, trying to find my right page here. I'm going to do some stuff, quote unquote, by the book. Alright, we're going in the Airfoil Lab Cessna 172. The book we are using is the Visualized Flight Maneuver Handbook for High-Winged Aircraft, 4th edition. Give you guys the cover. Hand in the way, yeah. Alright, so what we want to do, we want to get out and do a walk around. So it's probably just going to be the walk around video today. So, upon approaching the aircraft, perform a visual check of the general conditions of the aircraft. Let me turn off the background noise for a second. I don't know if I can. Alright, now that I get my, I was just trying to make up a frequency right there. Just to turn that off. If it continues to go, I'll turn pilot to ATC off in the background, because obviously when we're in our aircraft we should not hear radio communications. So, let's see. So as you approach the aircraft, basically you want to check for the conditions of the aircraft and what's around the aircraft. So I'm going to say, let's get out of our airfoil labs. Let's see. Sometimes it hangs up here. I don't. Oh, know what that might be? That might be my plug-in of X camera. It has a little conflict. All right. There we go. So you come out of, your vehicle, and you're going to take a look around. You want to look at the conditions. Let me see if I have a flashlight in my hand too. Aviation flashlight. See if that. It's not going to be too good on the ground, but we'll keep it on. So we're going to make sure as we approach the aircraft, we're going to look for flat tires. We're going to look for weird pooling of fluids, oil underneath the wings. If there's anything excessive that looks abnormal, like dried puddles, previous marks, those wouldn't be included. But if you see anything that's fresh, could be a fuel leak. If you see anything around here, you want to look for primarily fuel or oil leaks. Inspect the tires. Just kind of visually check the exterior of the aircraft. If you see any contaminants such as like snow and ice, you're going to want to make sure those are cleared off. So you can kind of just do a quick visual check. And so now we'll get inside the aircraft and we'll go to pilot to ATC is going to drive me nuts. I'm shutting this thing down. Alright. So we're going to enter. I don't know if this will let me enter from this far back. Yeah. So still, in my opinion, a work in progress on these walk around things. Alright, so first thing we're going to do and next thing we're going to do in our pre-flight operation is check the aircraft paperwork. We want the airworthiness certificate, the registration, owner's manual, weight and balance, and equipment list. We want to make sure we have, if we need oxygen, fire extinguishers, have all those handy and on board. start doing weight and balance. Weight and balance is in the Airfoil Labs has a chart, so you can mess with your baggage, passenger weights, stuff like that. I'm going to turn. Next step would be to you want to make sure you have your pilot certificate and medical certificate. Set the parking brake, remove the control wheel lock, which is down here, which has already been removed. I don't remember how to put this back in. This thing I remember was a little bit of a pain. No, that's definitely not it. It's not grabbing and letting me move it. That's alright. Alright, ignition switch off. It's off. Mixture. Idle cut off. Next we're going to check the oil level. So this is where it looks like, nope, actually next step we're going to go, I jumped ahead of a whole couple pages there. The way this book is, it kind of flips out. So we're going to go, let's see, master switch on. So let's get rid of this, master switch on. We're going to check our fuel. We're going to go flaps down. And then we're going to turn on the aircraft lights. Turn off the avionics. We don't want to kill the battery totally. So now what we're going to do, we're going to go out. We're going to continue our walk around. This is a pretty quick walk around because really we're just inspecting strobe light and nav lights. I'm going to go back in for a second. Beacon light is on. Go back out. Could be a glitch. It could be the new update. It could be broken. Oh, there it is. It's the angle of the viewing. So you got it. We're doing the walk around, checking the lights. We don't want to kill the battery. We want to kind of hustle through this. We're getting the not picking up the green one. Could just, yeah, right there. It's just the angle. So that's some of the things that kind of have to take into consideration in simulation. Master switch off now. Fuel selector to both. Check. Okay, now number 2. Now we're going to do our full outside inspection. So inspect the general condition of the fuselage, empennage, horizontal stabilizers, and it says tail light, but I'm going to just going back through the notes there. Check the background lurkers. Sorry for the delay here. Remove control surface lock, disconnect tail tie down. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we would probably want to do the light check quicker. So, in the comments, double check, like, I'm going by the book, whether it's real life 100% accurate or not. Yeah, just leave me some comments. So now we're going to inspect the exterior surface of the aircraft and get rid of any tie downs and stuff like that. So let's go back out. Okay, so we're going to go. It seems like this, the way they have this written, leaves me off over here where I last stopped. This is one of the things that I like about the Airfoil Labs, and one of the things that I like about the rep. You know, this simulates the walk. So I'm pretty sure we're going to go here, we're going to check. Seeing it always jumps back. I think it's the noisy joystick, but I'm not sure. So we may. So, okay, so we got the static port. Check. We're checking the baggage compartment, making sure everything's secure, making sure it's locked and secure. So I don't know if that is on the checklist. See, usually on the Airfoil Labs, a checkbox comes up. So we're going to just inspect, placard, inspect. I'm going to come around to the back. And inspect each part. We're going to check for free movement. This is what I like more than the rep, more than the reality expansion pack. It actually has checkboxes. It has finer looking, more detailed inspection points. Elevator trim, check. I'm going to check the rudder, free of movement. We're going to make sure to check the rudder hinges, and we're going to check the rudder cables. Good. Come on. It's like kind of being drunk in this thing. I'm trying to get used to this. And then same thing on this side. I'm going to check all of those. It has us checking it 2 for 1. So basically you get the backside check. Move around the plane. Again, inspecting, empennage, check both flap tracks, right flap push rod, check the rear of the right flap. Check. All looks good. Move over to the aileron, maybe. Check the hinges, the push rods, and the counterweights. Check. Ugh. Bugs. Alright. Pain. Anybody have any tips on how to make this thing smoother? Like, I want to get underneath the wings. Camera. What's dynamic view? Simulated walk. That's what we're trying to do. I don't know if there's a... if using these little yaw pedals. So we're gonna Alright, this might be bombing more than I thought it would, due to the sensitivity or lack of sensitivity of the control. I'm trying to use freaking free lock with my... This shouldn't be at the static port. Not the static, the tie down, sorry. Alright. I'm losing patience with this thing. Alright, back. We're going to check the fuel drains. Try it, make sure there's no, no contaminants. It's going to automatically have us do the other side. Done. Thanks for being patient with that. More patient than me if you're still watching. Check the tires. Please don't snap back. Alright. Alright, this thing's hating me. Let's try it this way. Checking the oil. Good. You can remove the cowling if you need to. Alright, oil's fine. Check the fuel. Dipstick is properly seated. Check the cowl access door. Check for signs of oil or fuel leak. It really wants you to inspect the wires. So it wants to check the fittings, the motor mounts, any loose wires. Check for bird and animal nest. Check. Put that back on. And move up. Alright. Let's see, also while you're in there, check the alternator belt, attach bolts, check the carburetor, air filter, intake screen. Now we're going to check the front. We're going to, number one, down here, check the oleo strut for 4 inches of extension. Probably just push down on it. Run your hand along both edges of the propeller blades. Check for cracks or nicks. That will weaken the structural integrity of the propeller. Check the spinner for dents and missing screws. Look inside the cowling for foreign objects. Check the air filter. Pull gently on the alternator belt. You must be able to reach the alternator belt from the outside. Alright. The reality expansion pack has these plugged up with covers, so that's the one thing that you have to remove with the reality expansion pack. So this will complete the front check. Alright, on this side, we're going to check this static port for obstructions. Why the fuel quantity stays and doesn't go away. I don't know. Weird. We already visually inspected the lights. When you're checking the lights, you want to make sure they're operational. You want to make sure that there's no cracks in the lenses and stuff. And let's see, next page. Let's see, we got that static port. Making sure, as you go, you want to remove the chocks and tie downs. Check the nose gear, actuating rods are straight. Check the windshield. Yeah, check the windshield, that's important. Inspect the static ports. The other thing we wanted to do was check alright, let that thing settle down for a second. It's still moving. Trying it with the mouse now. And the mouse just kind of snaps back to the middle. Definitely need some tips on freaking controlling this crazy system. Trying to get to the stall horn warning. I think we didn't, when the lights were on, I don't think I mentioned check the landing light. Stall horn test, make sure it's operational. We want to check the air vents, front and rear, and there's air vents, I believe, on both sides. Stall horn, check. Air vents, check. Where's our pitot tube? Make sure it's uncovered. With the light check walk around, I didn't mention, just touch it and see if it's warm. Be careful. It could be hot. Pitot tube, vent covering, check stall warning, check condition, check the left. And now on this side, we're going to do the same thing as we did on the other side with the wing. We're going to check the aileron. Check, check, check. I wish this kind of gave you a scorecard. So if you did skip any steps, it's easier to skip the steps in the airfoil lab than it is in the reality expansion pack. The reality expansion goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It hits all the high points. We're going to check our antennas. If those weren't mentioned, if they were missed. The other thing we're going to do a visual inspection of the fuel. Let's see if we can. Probably should put the flaps up before I do this. Seems like it would make most sense, but if you haven't gotten dizzy yet, you're probably not going to get dizzy. That's the step on. Check that. Oh, we can check that tire. Check that tire. That's cool. Those are good. You're supposed to be able to step on these. I don't know if the door has to be closed. Alright, what we're going to do, we're going to do the go inside. We're going to raise the flaps. We're going to go back outside. We're just trying to see if we can get this part to work. Come on. Wonder, it might be from the back side. Let's try that. From the front. Come on. There's a little foothold here. There we go. Nope, maybe not. That's a bit aggravating. I don't know how close we have to be. You can do this on both sides of the aircraft. This is not showing very well for the airfoil labs. I don't know if this is a new glitch, but this has worked in the past, where you get up on top, you can unscrew the fuel cap and visually inspect and check your quantities. Alright, let's see. So that, minus a couple glitches, should be the full pre-flight of the exterior of the aircraft. I'm sure somebody's going to have some better tips, so leave those in the comments. I'm just going to go in through the notes really quick, because like I said, kind of did this one by the book. Yep, and by the book says that is step 7 is finished. Step 7 just kind of has a couple extra things about making sure the windows are clean, no cracks. So I would say the exterior checks out fine. That's this video. I'm going to publish this one, but then again I may redo it if I can get this frickin' Freeview mouse thing back under control. So thanks for coming by the channel to check out pre-flight of the Airfoil Lab Cessna 172. Going inside. Thank you.